Think starting your day with water is always healthy? Think again. For seniors, that innocent morning glass could be doing more harm than good, from triggering blood pressure spikes to sabotaging your digestion. These aren't just small slip-ups. They're health hazards hiding in your daily routine. In this video, we'll uncover the 7 shocking mistakes most seniors make with their morning water, and what you should be doing instead to boost energy, protect your heart, and stay sharp all day. Number 3. It could be why you're feeling dizzy every morning. Let's dive in and fix these mistakes for good. 1. Skipping morning hydration altogether. One of the most common and detrimental mistakes seniors make regarding water intake in the morning is skipping it entirely. After several hours of sleep, the human body becomes naturally dehydrated. During the night, even without noticeable sweating, the body loses moisture through breathing, minor perspiration, and cellular functions. For younger individuals, this may not pose immediate issues due to stronger metabolic resilience, but for seniors, whose systems tend to operate less efficiently with age, starting the day in a dehydrated state can trigger a host of problems. Morning dehydration often results in sluggishness, poor circulation, headaches, and even mood swings. Cognitive functions also decline, which is particularly risky for seniors, who may already be experiencing some level of cognitive impairment or memory decline. Ignoring hydration in the early hours sets a poor tone for the rest of the day, potentially impairing digestion, limiting mobility, and reducing the body's capacity to detoxify through the lymphatic system. Furthermore, seniors often confuse the sensation of thirst with other bodily signals, such as hunger or fatigue, due to decreased sensitivity to thirst as they age. This blunted response can make the omission of morning hydration feel inconsequential, yet the underlying dehydration persists and compounds over time. Chronic dehydration has been linked to urinary tract infections, kidney stones, constipation, and even increased risk of falls due to dizziness or fainting. By not consuming water first thing in the morning, seniors unknowingly increase their risk of these ailments. It's not just about drinking water eventually throughout the day. Morning hydration has unique benefits, as it replenishes the fluid loss from sleep, kickstarts metabolic processes, and supports the reawakening of organ functions. Just a glass or two of lukewarm water in the morning can dramatically alter how the rest of the body performs for the day. Psychologically, seniors may feel they are too frail to drink too much water, fearing frequent bathroom trips or urinary incontinence. While these are valid concerns, skipping water isn't the solution. It only worsens the issues. In fact, proper hydration helps regulate bladder function and supports a healthier urinary tract, reducing urgency and frequency over time. Seniors may need to retrain their bodies to better handle a consistent intake of fluids rather than avoid them altogether. Lastly, certain medications prescribed to seniors can act as diuretics or alter fluid balance, increasing the importance of a morning hydration habit to counter these effects. Simply put, neglecting water intake first thing in the morning is not just a small oversight, it's a big mistake with cascading health consequences. 2. Drinking cold water right after waking up. Another significant mistake seniors make is consuming cold water immediately upon waking up. Although it may feel refreshing, especially in warmer climates, cold water can be a shock to the system, particularly for older adults whose metabolism and digestive functions are already compromised. Cold water causes blood vessels to constrict, which can slow down digestion and make nutrient absorption more difficult. Seniors with gastrointestinal issues such as acid reflux, indigestion, or IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, may find that cold water in the morning exacerbates their symptoms. In traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, cold water is considered to dampen the digestive fire, which is essential for processing food and eliminating waste efficiently. Starting the day with cold water, therefore, may slow down metabolism instead of jump-starting it, leading to sluggishness and even bloating. Moreover, for seniors who suffer from arthritis or joint stiffness, drinking cold water first thing in the morning may cause muscles to tense up, aggravating pain and limiting mobility. A better choice is lukewarm or room temperature water, which is more readily absorbed and less jarring to internal organs. Warm water helps dilate blood vessels, promoting better blood flow and encouraging a gentle awakening of the digestive system. It can also help stimulate peristalsis, the wave-like motion that moves food and waste through the intestines, thereby aiding regular bowel movements. Which is a common challenge for many elderly individuals. It's not only about what you drink, but how your body responds to it, and cold water can trigger an unhelpful stress response, especially in the sensitive morning hours. Additionally, cold water can cause throat irritation in some seniors, particularly those prone to respiratory conditions like asthma or chronic bronchitis. The shock of the cold may cause mild coughing fits or even muscle spasms in the throat or esophagus. For seniors taking thyroid medication or other pills that must be taken early in the morning, cold water might hinder the absorption rate, making the medications less effective. It's essential to create an internal environment that is as gentle and supportive as possible. And cold water does the opposite. Another overlooked factor is dental sensitivity. Many older adults experience increased tooth sensitivity due to gum recession or worn enamel. Drinking cold water can cause sharp pain or discomfort, discouraging consistent hydration over time. Finally, it's worth noting that many seniors, in an effort to wake themselves up, use cold water as a stimulant. But this is a short-term solution with long-term drawbacks. It may feel invigorating at first but creates more stress on the system. A better ritual would be to start the day with warm lemon water or even warm herbal infusions, which hydrate, detoxify, and prepare the body for food and movement. Warm liquids also improve bile flow, which is essential for digesting fats, something many older adults struggle with. By replacing cold water with warm or lukewarm water, seniors can improve everything from digestion to mood to joint function, all by simply being mindful of the temperature. 3. Drinking too much water at once in the morning. Many seniors, upon realizing they need to hydrate in the morning, make the opposite mistake, drinking too much water at once. This overcompensation can be just as problematic as not drinking any at all. While the intention is good, flooding the body with a large quantity of water in one go, especially on an empty stomach, can overwhelm the kidneys and dilute essential electrolytes. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to this because their kidneys are often less efficient with age, and their body's ability to maintain fluid balance is weaker. Suddenly ingesting a large volume of water can cause cells to swell from too much fluid intake, leading to a condition called hyponatremia, low sodium levels, which may result in confusion, fatigue, headaches, nausea, and in severe cases, seizures or coma. For elderly individuals, especially those on medications like diuretics, this can be extremely dangerous. Beyond biochemical imbalances, drinking too much water rapidly can also stress the bladder, leading to urgency and frequency issues, two common concerns among the elderly. For those with weakened pelvic muscles or bladder control issues, this often means more bathroom trips, increased risk of falls at night, and even social embarrassment. The discomfort caused by this might discourage seniors from drinking water later in the day, creating an unhealthy cycle of dehydration and overhydration. A better strategy would be to sip water gradually, allowing the body to absorb it efficiently and use it where it's needed. For example, drinking 1 glass upon waking, then another 15 to 20 minutes later, can ease the system into hydration without flooding it. Also, too much water too quickly can interfere with digestion. Seniors who drink large amounts of water just before or after taking morning medications or eating breakfast may dilute stomach acid. This can result in bloating, indigestion, and reduced nutrient absorption. Many seniors already have lower stomach acid production, a condition known as hypochlorhydria, which can affect how well they digest proteins and absorb minerals like calcium and magnesium. Adding a flood of water to the equation only makes this worse. It can also interfere with the efficacy of medications that rely on an acidic environment for absorption. Therefore, instead of gulping down a liter of water the moment they wake up, seniors should be mindful of pacing and purpose. Another aspect to consider is cardiovascular strain. In seniors with heart conditions, consuming a large amount of water at once can raise blood volume quickly, forcing the heart to work harder and increasing blood pressure temporarily. This sudden load can be dangerous for those with congestive heart failure, hypertension, or arrhythmias. It may cause shortness of breath, palpitations, or even dizziness, especially when standing up. Ironically, what begins as a well-intentioned effort to be healthy ends up putting stress on the most vital organs in the body. This is why moderation is key. Just like exercise or diet, hydration should be spread evenly and consistently, not tackled in overwhelming doses. For not considering medication timing with water, another subtle yet serious mistake seniors make with their morning water intake involves not coordinating it with their medications. Many seniors take multiple prescriptions, some for blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, or pain management, often on an empty stomach early in the day. However, they may not realize that the amount and temperature of water used to take those medications can affect absorption, effectiveness, and side effects. Drinking too little water when swallowing pills can cause them to lodge in the esophagus, leading to irritation or even esophageal ulcers over time. This is particularly risky with medications like bisphosphonates, for osteoporosis, NSAIDs, or certain antibiotics. Seniors may skip water to avoid frequent urination, but this trade-off can lead to discomfort and even long-term injury. Conversely, drinking a large volume of water with medications that are meant to be taken with a small amount can lead to dilution of stomach acids, which impairs the breakdown of the medication and reduces its potency. For example, levothyroxine, commonly taken for thyroid disorders, is highly sensitive to both timing and stomach conditions. Taking it with too much water, or alongside mineral-rich beverages or food, can drastically reduce its absorption. Blood pressure medications, diuretics, or anti-seizure drugs may also require specific water volumes or time intervals from food. Seniors often forget these details, especially if they self-manage multiple prescriptions without pharmacist or doctor oversight. Over time, this poor timing can reduce medication efficacy, trigger side effects, or cause unanticipated interactions. 5. Ignoring the quality of water consumed. One of the more overlooked mistakes seniors make is ignoring the quality of the water they drink in the morning. In many cases, seniors rely on tap water out of convenience, unaware of the potential contaminants that may be present. While municipal water systems are generally regulated, aging pipes, local pollution, or outdated filtration systems can introduce heavy metals like lead, chlorine, or even trace pharmaceuticals into drinking water. Seniors are particularly susceptible to these toxins because of reduced liver and kidney function, which impairs their ability to filter out harmful substances. Chronic exposure, even at low levels, can lead to a slow accumulation of toxins in the body, exacerbating conditions like hypertension, cognitive decline, or kidney disease. Another issue is the use of plastic bottles, especially when reused or stored in warm environments. Many seniors use old water bottles for convenience or cost-saving purposes, but if those bottles contain BPA, bisphenol A, or other leaching chemicals, the water may become contaminated. BPA has been linked to hormone disruption, increased blood pressure, and even cancer risks, factors that are particularly concerning for seniors already managing complex health conditions. Additionally, bottled water may not always be better. Some brands are nothing more than filtered tap water, and without transparency in labeling. Seniors might unknowingly consume poor-quality water despite spending extra money. It's important for older adults and their caregivers to invest in high-quality filtration systems or tested spring water sources when possible. Temperature and storage of water also matter. Storing water in metal containers that aren't food-grade, or letting it sit exposed to sunlight, can cause chemical reactions or bacterial growth. Seniors with weakened immune systems are more prone to infections from microbial contaminants that younger people might easily fight off. Furthermore, stale or dead water, water that's been sitting still for long periods, may lose its vitality or oxygen content, making it less beneficial for cellular hydration. The best practice is to drink freshly filtered or stored water each morning in clean, food-safe containers, preferably glass or BPA-free bottles. Seniors should be encouraged to clean water containers daily and avoid leaving water in open containers overnight. There's also the issue of fluoride. While some fluoride in drinking water helps prevent tooth decay, excessive amounts have been linked to bone weakening and thyroid problems, two concerns already relevant to seniors. Seniors with osteoporosis or arthritis should especially pay attention to the fluoride content in their water. Additionally, Some well water sources contain high natural fluoride or arsenic levels, which are harmful over time. Water quality testing can help identify these issues, yet many seniors remain unaware or unconcerned, assuming water is water. This misconception can be costly to long-term health. Regularly checking municipal water reports or using home testing kits can empower seniors to make informed choices. 6. Not pairing morning water with electrolytes or minerals. Another critical mistake seniors often make is drinking plain water in the morning without considering electrolyte balance. As the body ages, its ability to maintain proper hydration and electrolyte levels becomes less efficient. Seniors are especially vulnerable to imbalances in sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, minerals crucial for nerve function, heart rhythm, and muscle control. Drinking only pure water first thing in the morning, particularly in large amounts, can dilute these electrolytes in the bloodstream, a condition sometimes referred to as water intoxication or dilutional hyponatremia. This is not just a rare or extreme scenario, it's a real risk for older adults who are on diuretics or have kidney issues. Both of which affect the body's ability to retain these essential minerals. Most people assume that drinking water is enough, but hydration is not just about water intake, it's about fluid balance within and between cells. If there's not enough sodium in the blood due to excessive water intake or pre-existing health issues, cells can begin to swell, including those in the brain, leading to disorientation, confusion, headaches, or even seizures in severe cases. Seniors may attribute these symptoms to just aging, not realizing they are signs of electrolyte imbalance triggered by improper hydration habits. While younger adults can often recover quickly from mild imbalances, the elderly may suffer long-term effects because of slower metabolic processes and reduced physiological resilience. One particularly dangerous pattern is the assumption that clear urine is always a sign of health. In seniors, very clear urine after drinking water might not mean they are well hydrated, it might mean they are flushing out important minerals. Seniors with cardiac or kidney medications are even more prone to this issue, as these drugs can alter the body's salt and fluid handling. Without replacing the lost minerals, plain water becomes insufficient and may cause more harm than benefit. Fortunately, adding a pinch of natural sea salt, a slice of lemon, or a balanced electrolyte powder to morning water can help maintain the delicate balance of sodium and potassium needed for optimal cellular function. Another issue is the widespread trend of drinking distilled or reverse osmosis water, often praised for its purity. While it may be free of contaminants, this type of water is also devoid of minerals. Long-term consumption of mineral-free water can leach essential minerals from the body, particularly if seniors are already deficient due to poor diet or medication side effects. Without replenishing these elements, seniors may experience fatigue, muscle cramps, irregular heartbeat, and even cognitive fog. Mineral water or lightly remineralized filtered water offers a healthier alternative. Seniors don't need to obsess over electrolytes like athletes do, but they do need to be aware that their bodies function best with a proper mineral balance. Especially in the morning when their system is being reactivated after hours of fasting. One particularly dangerous pattern is the assumption that clear urine is always a sign of health. In seniors, very clear urine after drinking water might not mean they are well hydrated, it might mean they are flushing out important minerals. Seniors with cardiac or kidney medications are even more prone to this issue, as these drugs can alter the body's salt and fluid handling. Without replacing the lost minerals, plain water becomes insufficient and may cause more harm than benefit. Fortunately, adding a pinch of natural sea salt, a slice of lemon, or a balanced electrolyte powder to morning water can help maintain the delicate balance of sodium and potassium needed for optimal cellular function. Another issue is the widespread trend of drinking distilled or reverse osmosis water, often praised for its purity. While it may be free of contaminants, this type of water is also devoid of minerals. Long-term consumption of mineral-free water can leach essential minerals from the body, particularly if seniors are already deficient due to poor diet or medication side effects. Without replenishing these elements, seniors may experience fatigue, muscle cramps, irregular heartbeat, and even cognitive fog. Mineral water or lightly remineralized filtered water offers a healthier alternative. Seniors don't need to obsess over electrolytes like athletes do, but they do need to be aware that their bodies function best with a proper mineral balance. Especially in the morning when their system is being reactivated after hours of fasting. 7. Relying on thirst to signal morning hydration needs. Perhaps the most deceptive mistake seniors make is relying on thirst as a signal to drink water in the morning. Thirst is a remarkably unreliable indicator of dehydration in older adults. As we age, the body's thirst response diminishes significantly, a condition known as age-related hypodipsia. This means that by the time a senior feels thirsty, their body is likely already in a state of moderate dehydration. This blunted signal is a major reason why older adults are more prone to dehydration-related complications such as urinary tract infections, constipation, dizziness, and cognitive impairments. Morning is a particularly vulnerable time, as the body has gone 6 to 8 hours without fluid intake. Waiting for thirst to appear before drinking water in the morning is akin to waiting for a car engine to overheat before adding oil. By then, damage is already occurring internally. This tendency to delay hydration often stems from lifelong habits or misinformation. Some seniors believe that drinking water without feeling thirsty is unnecessary or even harmful, fearing it may cause bloating or more frequent trips to the bathroom. Others associate thirst with hotter weather or physical activity, underestimating the body's basic water needs during rest or sleep. Unfortunately, this misunderstanding often leads to chronic low-grade dehydration. Over time, this condition can subtly impair the function of virtually every system in the body, from slowing down metabolism and brain activity to increasing blood viscosity, which can raise the risk of stroke and heart attack in already vulnerable individuals. Additionally, cognitive decline or dementia can further dull the body's natural cues for thirst. Seniors living with Alzheimer's or similar conditions may forget to drink water altogether or may confuse thirst with hunger, leading to overeating or more medication intake when hydration is actually what's needed. Caregivers often find that seniors refuse water because they don't feel thirsty, even when clear signs of dehydration, like dry mouth, low urine output, sunken eyes, or lethargy, are present. The only effective counter to this issue is the adoption of a proactive hydration habit. This means starting the day with water not because the body is asking, but because the body needs it. Creating a morning hydration ritual, such as drinking a glass of water before brushing teeth or before taking medications, can help seniors establish consistency regardless of thirst. Setting reminders or using visual cues like leaving a glass on the nightstand can also be effective, especially for those with memory issues. It's important for seniors to understand that thirst is no longer a reliable friend in later years, it's a lagging indicator, not a preventative signal. Seniors must learn to anticipate their body's hydration needs based on timing, environment, and health status, not just subjective feelings.